You know, he just did not seem mentally or emotionally engaged.
He packed it in.
I mean, he gave up, right?
He gave up.
It seemed like he gave up, right?
Yes, particularly when the game was somewhat close there at halftime, maybe a 5-point lead. They got down, but they fought back in the game in the first half. And in the second half in the third quarter, I think maybe one shot. I mean, it was not what I expected. And we had all these conversations and debates about GOAT and this, that, and the other, which, you know, you can't really have that real, you know, you can't really make an argument for that. And to me, when you come out and you're passive and you kind of just don't give it your all when your team needs you, you can't really have that discussion as far as I'm concerned.
Gee, he didn't have a field goal made. 5 minutes left in the second till 5 minutes till the end of the game, where, by the way, he walked off the floor.
And the game was over.
Right, and the game was over. Can we put an end to, Chuck, because I know you were talking about this a lot upstairs.
Hey, listen, do
you have a message? Let's show the board first, because I want you to be able to look in the camera and tell them what you told me.
First of all,
LeBron, most NBA Finals series losses, he has 6.
And that ain't all on him.
Now let's get Chuck. Chuck, can you please tell America your thoughts to any individual, male or female, whoever tells you that MJ is not as good as LeBron?
I'm just going to say this. Any media person that I see in person for the rest of my life who try to tell me LeBron James is good as Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of him right on the spot. Right? No question asked. The next person who walks up to me and say, LeBron James, who is amazing, as good as Michael Jordan or competes like Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of you right on the spot. And I'm going to take my chances with the judicial system.
Kobe Bryant put on Instagram, he said he was not buying that LeBron played with these garbage. Basically, LeBron was saying he wasn't playing with anybody, and he said, we're not as good. I know you guys didn't like that, but Michael Jordan's going to shoot 40 times if he has to. Kobe Bryant is going to say, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm the man. I'm going to go down on the sword. He didn't defend Durant. He took 13 shots. I don't know how else you look at it, Webb.
Well, yeah, you look at it. I mean, Chuck said it all. I mean, that's why Chuck's one of the best on TV. He just gives it to you like it is. And so I can't add any more to that. I would say this, though. After the comments the other day that we don't have a team and, you know, as good of a team and there's less room for error, then that means you take it upon yourself and you handle it. That means you do it. Again, Rodney Hood, he was the sixth man, took the most shots on the team. And I really thought it was unfair for these guys because some of them look like deer in the headlights because they've never been on this stage before and they're not expected to be those scorers. And as fans, just as fans, this is when you want to see the best player in the game today put the team on his back and make something happen.
Casey, what bothers me, these two guys are great players. Great players. When you're the best player on a team, everybody feeds off you, good or bad. Good or bad, they feed off you. And you could just see, like, early he's passing it, just going through the motions. And he didn't get going, so the rest of the team didn't get going. And then when things got out of hand in the third quarter, it was really over then. I'm just disheartened because, listen, I didn't win the championship, but I always competed. And that was not competition tonight. That was like, hey, we're going to pack this thing in. I'm going to get some good stats. To go from 5 minutes in the second quarter to really when the game is over in the fourth quarter and don't score a field goal, that's ridiculous.
And look, let's be fair. We'll talk more about LeBron a little bit later in the night, but it's very well could be his last game in Cleveland, not the impression you want to leave the crowd. Let's get to the other surprise because we're going to hear from the Warriors. They'll be on set, and we're going to have, I'm sure, the MVP here. We thought that would be Steph. At least that was the thought, I think, from some of us here. Were you surprised at all, G, that Durant gets the MVP over Steph despite the performance from Curry tonight, who ended up putting up 37?
Casey, I probably would have given the nod to Steph Curry, but they both were sensational. But it gets to that point what Chuck said, that Game 3 performance by Kevin Durant, one of the best in the finals, just a